Quick revision version of criminology notes. Definition of criminology. Basic definition. Study of crime and criminals. Coined by Raphael Garofalo. Edwin Sutherland. Criminology studies crime as a social phenomenon, including the making, breaking of laws and reactions to lawbreaking, aims to develop verified principles. Carl A. Menninger. The crime of punishment. Crime serves a psychological social function. Society gains satisfaction from crime punishment rituals. Justice V.R. Krishna Iyer. Criminologists are unacknowledged legislators. Criminology shapes justice and reforms. Dr. Shoaib Suttle. Crime control requires addressing root causes through prevention and rehabilitation. Scope of criminology. Studies causes, control, prevention, and patterns of crime. Intersects with sociology, psychology, law, biology, anthropology. Covers deviant behavior, lawmaking, and responses to crime. Includes green collar, blue collar, pink collar, red collar, blurred collar crimes. Feminist criminology analyzes gender-based violence, e.g. 6 rapes day, 4,000 plus honor killings in Pakistan. Also addresses child abuse, kidnapping, and honor crimes. Etymology, crime Latin, crime. Logos, Greek, study, criminology equals study of crime. Study of crime. Judicial foundations, nullum crimen sine lege, no crime without law. Nulla poena sine lege, no punishment without law. Sutherland, crimes immorality unless defined in penal code. Is criminology a science? Yes, empirical view. O. Robertson, Horton and Hunt, Ogburn and Nimcoff, Wolfgang. It uses systematic and scientific methods. Berger and Avenzer, criminology is a separate science. No, critical view. George Wilkes, too reliant on social constructs. Justice Krishna Iyer, it studies deviance foundational to criminal law. Thomas Buckle, society prepares the crime, the criminal commits it. Dr. Donald Taft offers tools for policymaking and careers. Key contributions. Edwin Sutherland, developed differential association theory, introduced white-collar crime, symbolic interactionist school. Major focus areas, crime frequency, causes, types, and locations. Reactions, social, individual, state. Juvenile delinquency, prevention, criminal justice system, law formation. Branches of criminology, sociology of law, nature, origin / modification of laws. Criminal etiology, causes of criminal behavior. Penology, treatment and reformation of criminals. Victimology, studies victims and victim-offender relations. Criminal psychology, mental processes behind crime. Criminal ecology, environmental impacts on crime. Criminal demographics, population-based crime trends. Biocriminology, biological roots of crime. Criminalistics, crime detection and forensic analysis. Criminology as a social phenomenon involves lawmaking, lawbreaking, societal reactions, crime treatment prevention. Historical roots, pre-classical school, 1200 to 600 AD, crime equals act of demon possession superstition, church dominance, presumption of guilt, harsh punishments, stoning, mutilation, exile, public execution. First crime stats, France 1780s. Birth of criminology, classical school, 18th century, Cesare Beccaria on crimes and punishments, 1764, rationality, due process, proportionate punishment. Jeremy Bentham and Samuel Romilly, legal reformers, evolution of criminological thought. 1, pre-classical, crime equals demonic, supernatural act. 2, classical, rationality, law-based justice, Beccaria, Bentham. 3, positivist, scientific study of behavior, biological, psychological, sociological. 4, neoclassical, mix of rationalism plus individual consideration. Multidisciplinary nature draws from law, sociology, biology, psychology, political science. Philosophical foundations, nature versus nurture debate. No one is born a criminal, environment shapes behavior. Presumption of innocence, modern principle, not practiced historically. Classical school of criminology, era, Enlightenment, 18th century. Founder, Cesare Beccaria, on crimes and punishments, 1764. Core ideas, crime is a rational choice. Justice should be humane, proportional, and based on free will. Deterrence through punishment must be swift, certain, and severe. Rejects torture and secret trials. Utilitarianism, aim equals greatest happiness for greatest number. Criticism, overemphasis on rationality. Neglects social environmental influences. Deterrence isn't always effective. Biological perspective. Early biological theories, physiognomy, J.K. Lavater, facial features indicate criminal tendencies. Phrenology, F.J. Gall, J.K. Spurzheim, skull shape linked to behavior. Cesare Lombroso, 1876, known as father of criminology. Atavism theory, criminals are evolutionary throwbacks. Traits, long arms, low foreheads, large jaws, facial asymmetry. O5 traits, men, 3 traits, women, was born criminal. Female criminals, rare, more cunning. Criticism, poor sample, correlation, causation. Ignores poverty, malnutrition. XYY theory, extra Y chromosome equals super males, linked to aggression. Critique, not all XYY men are criminals. William Sheldon's body types, endomorph, sociable, low crime. Ectomorph, introverted, lowest crime. Mesomorph, aggressive, highest crime. Sociological perspective, crime is a normal response to abnormal social environments. Focus, poverty, community breakdown, inequality. Social structure theories. 1. Social disorganization theory, Shaw and McKay, Chicago School. Crime is tied to poverty, ethnic diversity, high mobility, weak community bonds, and broken institutions. Concentric zone model, crime highest in transitional inner zones. 2. Strain theory, Robert Merton, 1957. Crime equals result of gap between goals and means, based on Durkheim's anomie, normlessness. 5. Adaptations. 3. Conformity, accepts goals, means. 4. Innovation, accepts goals, uses illegal means. 5. Ritualism, accepts means, abandons goals. 6. Retreatism, rejects both. 7. Rebellion, replaces both. Criticism, class-bound, ignores white-collar crime. Gender group crime. Social process theories. Crime results from socialization, not biology. 2.1 Social learning theory. Crime is learned behavior via interaction. Sutherland's differential association theory. 1939, 1947, Principles of Criminology. Key points. Crime learned like any other skill. Learned in intimate groups. Law definitions shape motives. More exposure to pro-crime definitions, more likely to offend. 2.2 Social control theories. Focus on why people conform, not deviate. Travis Hershey, social bond theory. People obey laws to maintain social ties. 4 bonds. 1. Attachment, sensitivity to others. 2. Commitment, investment in goals. 3. Involvement, time in legitimate activity. 4. Belief, moral validity of laws. Criticism, doesn't explain group crime or sudden changes. 2.3 Labeling theory, social reaction theory. Crime is defined by society's reaction, not just act itself. Primary deviance, first act. Secondary deviance, result of societal label. Key terms, stigma, retrospective labeling, projective labeling. Islamic perspective on crime, aim, justice, and harmony. Foundation, Sharia, Quran plus Sunnah. Categories of crime. 1. Hudud, fixed by Allah, e.g. theft, adultery, slander. 2. Qisas, retribution, eye for eye, allows diyat or forgiveness. 3. Tazir, discretionary punishments by state, e.g. fraud. Islamic criminal justice principles. Equality before law, emphasizes both preventive and reformative justice. Encourages rehabilitation, forgiveness, and social harmony. Crime, core concepts, origin, Latin crimen equals to charge. Definition, violation of law by act omission, punishable by the state. Relative concept, varies by society, e.g. alcohol legal in some, criminal in others. Perspectives on crime. 1. Consensus view, laws reflect shared societal norms. 2. Conflict view, laws protect elite interests. 3. Interactionist view, definitions of crime shaped by powerful actors. Elements of crime, actus reus, guilty act, mens rea, guilty mind. Motive, underlying reason. Legality, harm, penalty. Crime versus deviance versus sin versus vice. Category, law-based, punished by example, crime, yes, state, theft, assault. Deviance, no. Social norms, society, burping, public nudity. Sin, religious, God, lying, blasphemy. Vice, morality-based, society, state, prostitution, lewdness. Criminal law definition, rules prohibiting harmful conduct enforced by state. Sutherland, human conduct rules enforced by political authority. Principle, nullum crimen sine lege, no crime without law. Types 1 Substantive law, defines crimes and penalties, e.g. PPC 1860, ATA 1997 2. Procedural law, legal process, e.g. CRPC 1898. Objectives, retribution, deterrence, incapacitation, rehabilitation, restoration. History of criminal law code civilization, time code of Ur-Nammu, Sumerians 2100 BC. Code of Hammurabi, Babylonians 1754 BC. Law of 12 Tables, Romans 449 BC, Sharia, Islamic law, Arab 610 to 632 AD. English common law, England 1066 AD. Criminals, classification by August Drams, single, habitual, instinctive by Lombroso. Born insane, criminaloids types. Occasional, unplanned, guilt present. Habitual, repeat offenders, SECEC 75 PPC. Professional, skilled, organized, lifelong criminals. Organized crime, UNODC, structured groups for profit using corruption, intimidation. Types, narcotics, weapons, human trafficking, extortion. Forms 1, gang crime, violent rivalries. 2, racketeering, force intimidation for money. 3, syndicate, supplying illegal goods services, e.g. drugs, call girls. White collar crime, Sutherland 1939. Definition, nonviolent crimes by professionals for financial gain. Types, fraud, Ponzi schemes, insider trading, cybercrime, bribery, embezzlement, identity theft. Corporate crime, definition, crimes by or for corporations. Forms, O, violence. Unsafe conditions, products, O, pollution, environmental damage, O, economic crimes, price fixing, market monopolies, O, false advertising, puffery. Criminal justice system, CJS. Definition, institutions for law enforcement, adjudication, and corrections. Components, O, police, O, judiciary, O, correctional system, O, prosecution. Objectives, deterrence, rehabilitation, retribution, incapacitation, restitution. Police in Pakistan laws, Police Order 2002, Police Act 1861, CRPC 1898. Duties, enforce law, maintain order, investigate crimes. Challenges, political interference, underfunding, colonial structure, 1:500 officer ratio versus UN 1:222. Reforms, training, tech integration, KPIs, depoliticization, financial autonomy. Criminal justice process 1, FIR 2, investigation 3, trial 4, conviction acquittal 5, appeal 6, sentence completion. Courts in Pakistan, superior courts, Supreme Court, high courts, subordinate courts, criminal, civil, special courts, ATC, NAB, banking, etc. Problems, 3 million case backlog, 66.7% women prisoners under trial, only 4,000 judges. Prosecution system post-2006 reforms, separation of police and prosecution, hierarchy, O Prosecutor General, additional, deputy, district assistant functions, conduct trials, review FIR challenge, liaise with police, uphold due process. Challenges, weak FIR scrutiny, low conviction, lack of training, political pressure. Theories of punishment. Theory, thinkers, aim. Deterrence, Jeremy Bentham, prevent via fear. Retribution, Hegel, Kant. Deserved punishment. Reformation, modern rehabilitate offender. Types of punishment, corporal, flogging, branding, obsolete in most places. Capital, death penalty, controversial. Imprisonment, 6 C's, custody, care, control, correction, cure, community. Prison system in Pakistan, hierarchy, IG prisons, superintendents, guards. Types of prisons, central, district, juvenile, women's classification, convicted, under trial, juvenile, death row. Problems, overcrowding, disease, abuse. 66.7% female inmates under trial, no juvenile protection. Recidivism. Pakistan ranks 5th globally in repeat offending. Causes, lack of rehab, poor conditions, criminal labeling. Probation and parole. Probation, pre-conviction judicial, law. Probation of offenders, Ordinance 1960. Conditions, first time, petty offenders, supervised by probation officer. Pioneer, John Augustus, 1841. Parole, post-conviction, executive, law, good conduct. Prisoners, Release Act 1926, granted by parole board, not court. Conditions, employment 100 kilometers from home, good behavior. Comparison feature, probation, parole law, 1960 Ordinance, 1926 Act. Authority, judge, parole board. Jail time, not served, partly served. Employment, not required. Mandatory supervision, probation officer, parole officer. Police system of Pakistan. 1. Historical roots. Police Act 1861, post-1857 British control tool. Punjab Police Rules 1934, militarized, hierarchical structure. Sir Robert Peel introduced 9 ethical policing principles: public cooperation, accountability, prevention, repression. O. The police are the public, and the public are the police. 2. Legal framework. Police Order 2002, replaced 1861 Act. O. Mandates, public safety, accountability, crime prevention, public protection. O. Article 4 defines police duties, a weak implementation due to political interference. 3. Hierarchy rank, role IG provincial head, additional IG dig, zone range head, RPO, regional supervisor DPO, district head, CCPO, urban areas SHO, police station in charge, constable ASI, operational force. 4. Functions, law enforcement's public service, preventive, protective, emergency roles. 5. Islamic principle. Amr bil Maruf wa Nahi anil Munkar, community-based moral and ethical enforcement. 6. Modern policing models, intelligence-led policing, ILP, post 9/11 model, uses surveillance plus analysis, EATA 1997. Community-based police CBP, focus on trust and cooperation, e.g. CPLC. Problem-oriented policing, address root causes with interagency collaboration. 7. Key problems issue explanation. Colonial legacy, still governed by outdated rules. Corruption and political control, Fake FIRs, favoritism, lack of accountability, no internal checks, poor training and equipment, SP in rural areas, devil's wings, symbol for unchecked abuse of power. 8. Accountability. Article 155-C, Police Order 2002, allows citizen complaints, rare convictions due to weak implementation. 9. Reform suggestions. Fully implement Police Order 2002. Depoliticize force. Independent accountability bodies. Tech-based FIRs investigation. Training in Islamic and Pelian ethics. Punishment. Punitive versus reformative. 1. Core concepts, derived from Greek puo, to purify. Punishment equals legal pain for criminal offense. 2. Theories, type, purpose. Punitive, inflict pain, e.g., deterrence, retribution. Reformative, rehabilitate through counseling, education. Preventive, incapacitation, e.g., prison. Deterrent, fear-based crime reduction. Islamic, qisas diyat tazir. 3. Pakistan's legal framework, PPC Sec 53-75, qisas diyat arsh, daman, tazir. Imprisonment, rigorous, simple, fine, capital punishment. 4. Imprisonment, life sentence equals 14 years, post-1972 reforms, solitary confinement, max 2 years. 5. Islamic punishments type, definition. Qisas, retaliation, eye for eye. Diyat, blood money, paid to victim's family. Arsh, fixed compensation for bodily harm. Daman, discretionary compensation by judge. 6. Reformative tools, education, therapy, vocational training, probation, parole, religious and moral rehabilitation. 7. Debate, capital punishment. Abolitionists, risk of error, human dignity. Retentionists, deterrent, proportional justice. Juvenile delinquency 1, definition. Juvenile person 18, delinquency, illegal acts committed by minors, e.g. theft, drugs, murder. 2. Status offense, acts only illegal for juveniles, e.g. truancy, underage smoking. 3. Causes, individual, personality disorder, low IQ. Family, neglect, abuse, absence. Social, peer pressure, poverty, weak institutions. 4. Theories. Theory, key idea. Rational choice, weighing risks versus benefits. Labeling delinquent. Label promotes deviance, social control, weak bonds, higher crime risk. Differential association, crime learned via deviant peers. Strain theory, frustration due to blocked goals. Social disorganization, broken neighborhoods breed crime. Juvenile Justice System Act 2018 replaced JJSO 2000 applies to 18 years. Defines offense categories O minor, 3 years. O major, 3 to 7 years. O heinous, 7 years, or death, life. Key provisions. Free legal aid, observation homes, rehabilitation centers, diversion, non-trial resolution for 16 offenders. Juvenile Justice Committee, JJC. Magistrate plus prosecutor, bar rep plus probation officer. Offers restitution, apology, community service. Protections. No adult trials, no identity disclosure. Female juveniles, only female staff can arrest, detain. Criminal investigation procedures. 1. Definition. Systematic collection of evidence to identify and prosecute offenders. Sec 1 CRPC includes all lawful evidence gathering processes. 2. Objectives. Establish if crime occurred. Collect facts, identify suspects, preserve and document evidence. 3. Principles. Objectivity, neutrality, legality, timeliness, professionalism. 4. Methods. Interviews, interrogation, surveillance, crime scene photography. 5. Interview versus interrogation. Aspect. Interview, interrogation. Purpose. Gather info, confirm suspicion. Style, conversational, accusatory, target witness victim, suspect. Approach, open-ended, structured leading. 6. Peace technique. Preparation, engage, account, closure, evaluation. Focused on ethics and clarity. 7. Read technique. Accusatory, used to obtain confession. 9 steps from confrontation, confession, criticism, manipulative, risks, false confessions. Modern investigation techniques. 1. Intelligence operations, a systematic information collection process used by state and non-state actors to evaluate conditions and capabilities, predict threats and vulnerabilities, develop counter strategies, gather from diverse sources with attention to credibility and recency. Intelligence cycle, tasking, collection, evaluation, collation, analysis, inference. Development, dissemination. Types of intelligence, strategic, national, political, economic, and security trends. Military, enemy capacity, strategy, armaments. Industrial, market data, corporate surveillance. Political, electoral campaigns, subversion detection. 2. Forensic investigation. Scientific techniques used for crime investigation and evidence analysis in court. Covers disciplines such as biology, toxicology, chemistry, ballistics. 3. Computer digital investigation, also called digital forensics. Electronic evidence from devices like mobiles, computers, routers. Key steps: preservation, identification, extraction, documentation. 4. Database investigation analysis of structured digital data to trace suspects or activities. Sources include CNIC databases, criminal records, fingerprints, DNA, vehicle and weapons registration data. Stop and frisk, search and seizure. Stop and frisk. Police may stop and pat down outer clothing on suspicion of weapon possession. Stop, temporary liberty interference. Frisk, pat down. May go beyond outer clothing if weapon suspected. Often criticized due to wide police discretion. Search and seizure. Search, inspection of property or communication for evidence. Seizure, legal confiscation during a search. Protected under many constitutions against unreasonable searches, governed by Articles 96 to 103 of CRPC, Pakistan. Requires warrant or voluntary consent unless in exceptions. Arrest procedure definition. Detaining a person by lawful authority due to criminal accusation, reference Black's Law Dictionary. Warrant-based arrest requires prior approval from a competent court unless urgency prevents it. Arrest without warrant, Sec 54(1) CRPC. Permitted if person is accused of a cognizable offense, possesses housebreaking tools unlawfully, is a proclaimed offender, is a deserter or obstructs police, escapes from custody, is suspected of theft or handling stolen property. International Organizations for Criminal Justice. Interpol. Full name, International Criminal Police Organization. Founded 1923. ICPC. Renamed Interpol in 1956. HQ, Lyon, France. None 94 member countries with National Central Bureaus, NCBs. Key organs. General Assembly, decision-making body, 1 vote per member. Executive Committee, President plus 3 VPs plus 9 members. General Secretariat, Daily Operations, Lyon, Buenos Aires, Singapore. IGCI Singapore, Research and Innovation Hub. CCF supervises compliance and data control. Main functions, global databases, suspects, DNA, stolen items. Notices. O red, arrest requests, over 7,500 issued. O yellow, missing persons. O blue, identity activity details. O green, orange, purple, black, and UN special notices. Criminal analysis and coordination. I-24/7, secure communication system. Capacity building and training, criticism, politicized misuse, e.g. Sharam Hamyoun case, lack of appeals for red notices. Article 3 violations, political, religious, racial targeting. Private partnerships, e.g. FIFA deal, raise concerns. Europol, full name, European Union Agency for Law Enforcement Cooperation. HQ, The Hague, Netherlands. Staff, 900 plus, including 100 analysts, 185 liaison officers. Focus, O drug trafficking, O terrorism and radicalism, O money laundering, O counterfeiting, O human trafficking, O vehicle smuggling. Historical evolution. Origin, Trevi Group, anti-terror post-1972 Munich attack. 1992, formalized under Treaty of EU. 1999, became operational, 2002, broadened to all serious international crimes, ECTC, European Counterterrorism Center. Monitors foreign fighters, terror financing, online propaganda. Collaborates with National Financial Intelligence Units, FIUs. Limitations. No power to arrest or conduct field operations. Supports and coordinates national efforts. UNODC, United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. Founded 1997. HQ, Vienna, Austria. Coverage, 150 plus countries via field offices. 3 pillars. 3 pillars. 1. Technical cooperation, training, infrastructure. 2. Research and analysis, data, surveys for policy formulation. 3. Normative work, assists with treaty ratification and implementation. UNFI, United Nations Asia and Far East Institute. Established 1962, HQ, Tokyo, Japan. Focus, criminal justice improvement in Asia-Pacific core activities. 2 training programs annually. 1 senior seminar. Cultural and academic exchanges. Focus themes. Fall, crime prevention. Spring, treatment of offenders. IPA, International Police Association. Founded 1950 by Arthur Troop. Motto, Servo per Amico, service through friendship. 64 national sections, 420,000 plus members worldwide. Goals, cultural and professional exchange, law enforcement training, promoting friendship among police. National organizations. NAB, National Accountability Bureau. Established, NAB Ordinance 1999, HQ, Islamabad. 7 regional offices. Mandate, investigate, prosecute corruption, recover embezzled funds. Chairman, appointed by President after consultation. Term, 4 years, proposed 3. Eligible, retired SCHC judge, leaking general, or BS 22 officer. Procedure: Public Complaints Investigation Accountability Court. Plea bargain, Sec 25 NAO, returns funds, disqualifies from office. Recent amendments: tax cases excluded. Minimum corruption threshold, PKR 50 million. NAB remand capped at 14 days. Gag order on investigation until reference filed. Criticism: selective accountability, politicization of appointments, no scrutiny of military judiciary, abuse of plea bargain and arbitrary arrests reforms. Suggested: independent chairman selection. Oversight Committee, chain analysis tools for convictions, awareness and due process protections, FIA, Federal Investigation Agency. Established FIA Act 1974, HQ Islamabad mandate, crimes, smuggling, narcotics, immigration, cybercrime, terrorism. Wings, anti-corruption, economic crime, cybercrime, Interpol, NCB, Immigration Cybercrime Unit, NR3C. Handles digital forensics, cyberterrorism, R&D counterterrorism unit since 2003. Investigates terror financing, hate speech, explosives. Maintains national terror database. Conducts police training, ANF, Anti-Narcotics Force. Reorganized under ANF Act 1997. Reports to Ministry of Narcotics Control. Headed by a serving major general, functions, investigate and prosecute drug crimes, destroy illegal crops, e.g., poppy, collaborate internationally, train local law enforcement, trace and freeze assets. Modern concepts: money laundering definition, disguising illegal earnings to make them appear legitimate, includes predicate offenses like tax evasion. 3 stages. 1. Placement, depositing illegal cash. 2. Layering, complex transfers to conceal origin. 3. Integration, reinvestment into legal economy. Key methods: structuring, smurfing, smuggling and cash couriers, trade-based laundering, false invoices, shell companies, black salaries and underreported business income. Gambling, round-tripping, return as foreign investment, bank capture, fake charities, informal money transfers, hundi, hawala,